Herschel Walker, former Bulldog Herschel fucking Walker, going up against radical liberal Raphael Warnock. A lot of memes there. Obviously, we've been keeping close attention to that race. And he's perhaps one of the worst people that you could have put up to that position against Raphael Warnock. And yet, this man who can't even put, 3 sentences together without saying some absolutely insane, unhinged shit is now under some hot water.
Now, and with the midterm elections just weeks away, a major shakeup in Georgia's Senate race. Republican candidate Herschel Walker, who backs an abortion ban, is denying reports that he paid for an abortion over a decade ago. Congressional correspondent Rachel Scott has the latest.
Let me hear Herschel Walker, come on!
This morning, Georgia Republican Senate candidate Herschel Walker denying an explosive report by the Daily Beast, alleging the candidate who opposes abortion not only encouraged his then-girlfriend in 2009 to get an abortion herself, but paid for the procedure. The former NFL player quickly denied the allegations, tweeting, "This is a flat-out lie, and I deny this in the strongest possible terms." The Daily Beast says the woman, who asked not to be identified for privacy reasons, provided a receipt she says is from the clinic, a get well card she said was from the Heisman Trophy winner, and an image of a check that appears to be from Walker for $700. Overnight on Fox News, Walker claimed it was a political attack.
I never asked anyone to get an abortion. I never paid for an abortion.
He said he sends money to a lot of people.
Do you know the woman that is making this allegation?
I have no idea, but it is a flat-out lie.
And now one of Walker's sons blasting his father's decision to run for office. Christian Walker, an outspoken conservative with a large social media following, tweeted, "Every family member of Herschel Walker asked him not to run for office," saying that his father chose to air out all of his dirty laundry in public while simultaneously lying about it.
October be surprising once again, bro. This October surprise is an October nuclear surprise. Yeah, he did play football when the helmets were soft. That is not even a joke, really, but
And this could have big implications, George. This is a race that could determine which party controls the Senate, George.
Right, Rachel, I know you're going to be in Georgia this week for us for Power Trip. Thanks very much.
Well, hey there, G.
But yeah, here's the video. Is this PFD's brother?
This is a bombshell is an understatement. Republican.
Is this PFD's brother who fucking doesn't follow, who blocked me? I think so, right? This is PFT's brother who is a Daily Beast guy. I think so.
Who brushed off earlier reports from the AJC, from MSNBC and other outlets of Walker's history of violence, his erratic behavior, his lies, his exaggerations on the campaign trail. They're now very, very nervous about his midterm chances, not just because the Daily Beast alleges an act of brazen hypocrisy from a candidate who says he wants to support a total ban on abortion, but also because Herschel Walker's 23-year-old adult son has been so outspoken the last 2 days in condemning his father for running in the first place.
So you bring up his son. I do want to play a part of a video that he released just a couple of hours ago, doubling down essentially on what he tweeted out earlier. Let's watch that for just a moment, and then we'll talk.
He has 4 kids, 4 different women, wasn't in the house raising one of them. He was out having sex with other women. Do you care about family values? I'm just saying, don't lie. Don't lie on my mom. Don't lie on me. Don't lie on the lives you've destroyed and act like you're some moral family man. Y'all should care about that, conservatives.
I don't. Okay, the unfortunate part of this is that he still has the same cadence where you're like, you can't really tell if he's trolling or not, but I know he's not trolling. But he is 100%. I mean, he's spilling the tea, okay? But it's like, it's just, he's done so much trolling that it's like hard to figure out what, I mean. It's hard to figure it out.
So at this point, Greg, it's not just this woman making these allegations, which have been verified by the Daily Beast. We here at NBC have not yet seen some of these documents to verify that. But then you have This coming from inside his own family. Wondering how Republicans are reacting to all of this.
Yeah, it's raw. It's hard to watch. And we're not sure the impact of what this might look like on the campaign trail. But we already knew, even before this, there's a significant number of Republicans, conservatives, who were skeptical of Herschel Walker's candidacy, who are either going to skip the vote, they're going to vote for Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock, or they're going to vote for the Libertarian. That split ticket trend was showing up in polls from the AJC and other outlets even before this. And now we could start seeing Republicans more aggressively seek to distance themselves from Herschel Walker.
Anyway, here with reaction.
So one of the greatest things that you could do in this explosive moment, okay, is to probably have the guy who notoriously is unable to craft complete sentences without coming across completely unhinged, as he has demonstrable issues, right? Is to go up to fucking Sean Hannity's broadcast and defend himself. Here, we're gonna watch the full. We're gonna watch the full clip. Actually,
Stayed silent as the atrocities committed against my mom were downplayed. I stayed silent when it came out that my father, Herschel Walker, had all these random kids across the country, none of whom he raised. And you know my favorite issue to talk about is father absence. Surprise, because it affected me. That's why I talk about it all the time, because it affected me. Family values, people. He has 4 kids, 4 different women, wasn't in the house raising one of them. He was out having sex with other women. Do you care?
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't think conservatives will care about this. Like ultimately, I mean, it's a bit of a bombshell for sure, but like they don't even care that he can't craft full sentences. Like they're like, oh, that's football, man. He one of the good ones, and then that's it. Like that's why they vote for him. You know what I mean? The only big reason why this is becoming like a real bombshell story and not just like liberal oppo research is because Christian Walker is a famous conservative broadcaster. Okay? That's the main reason. It's like that is the actual unironic real reason why this became a real story. I think, and if I'm not mistaken, even like some conservative op-ed writers openly stated, like, we didn't really give a shit about the story until Christian Walker started coming out and talking about it. Because they were suppressing it regardless. It's supposed to matter in the primary. They have a candidate selection problem. Oh, it's Roger. Yeah, Roger Sullenberger is the. Who said this was PFD's brother? Is this for real? Anyway. PFD's brother Eric died, RIP. It really is his brother, and his brother's a big-time Barstool and Portnoy hater as well. I mean, that part I understand, but he's a HasanAbi hater too, which I don't understand. Anyway, PFD commenter is who we're talking about. Host of the Macro Dosing Podcast. He's a Barstool guy. I like him a lot. He's really funny. Anyway, where was that fucking tweet? I'm trying to figure it out. Was it, I have a gay friend person, basically. I have a black friend who's gay person.
Care about family values? I was silent lie after lie after lie. The abortion card drops yesterday. It's literally his handwriting in the card. They say they have receipts, whatever. He gets on Twitter. He lies about it. Okay, I'm done. Done. Everything has been a lie. And so for the right to say I'm being suspicious for saying, hey, I'm done with the lies, when you all have been calling me saying, is this true about your dad? Gosh, we're not going to win Georgia, this candidate, all that's been you. You have no idea what I've been through in my life. You have no idea what me and my mom have survived. We could have ended this on day one. We haven't. I haven't told any stories. I'm just saying, don't lie. Don't lie on my mom. Don't lie on me. Don't lie on the lives you've destroyed and act like you're some moral family man. Y'all should care about that, conservatives. And then for people on the left to act as though I'm responsible for all of the things that he has done. I've talked about Father Epps. I've talked all these issues because they've been close to me. Because they matter to me, because I went through it. That's why I've talked about it. So when you say, well, talk about your dad, but I'm saying this behavior is atrocious. Don't come for me. You don't have to like my politics. You don't have to like me. You don't have to. I'm just saying I'm done with the lies. We were told at the beginning of this, he was going to get ahead of his past, hold himself accountable, all of these different things, and that would have been fine. Go ahead. He didn't do any of that. Everything's been a lie. Everything's been downplayed. Everything's been cutting corners. The whole thing. And whose expense is that at? Me, my mom, as we're chased down by the media, we're terrorized, all these different things. People are questioning my authenticity. I'm done. Don't lie. Don't put this on me. This is a candidate issue, not a me issue. I wouldn't have spoken out if there weren't all these lies every day. I stayed.
You think Christian will go to the lib grift? I don't know. I mean, he's already popping off with the fucking conservative grift, so why would he go on the liberal grift? Everyone's a lib now. This is a very lib moment for him. Republicans don't mind lies. Yeah, but when your son, who is a famous conservative guy, comes out against you after building a major conservative following and then comes out against you and openly fucking tries to boulder your campaign, there's absolutely going to be some movement there. I mean, maybe not as big as you would think it is, right? But I'm not, I've spoken to nearly all of the people who have attacked me and told them quietly that I didn't want to be involved. Now they're blaming me for everything I'm not responsible for. It's disgusting.
And just two more things I have to address, and then I'm done with this buffoonery nutjob land. This is atrocious.
Christian isn't the same as Kellyanne Conway's daughter. Yeah, I mean, Kellyanne Conway's daughter was a minor and quite literally was a non-entity. We are talking about someone who is a famous person, famous within the political realm, okay? If Christian Walker came out and was like a random person, if he was not a... Man, y'all are so fucking annoying when you say famous in air quotes. You know what I mean? It's so fucking frustrating to have to literally like spoon feed everything to you like you're a fucking baby, chat. God damn it. Just because you've never heard of this person doesn't mean anything, okay? He is famous enough in the conservative speaker circuit, okay? Shut the fuck up. Motherfuckers in the chat are like 35 holding on to a job, working from home with a child on the way, going goo goo gaga, feed me my information.
You should go help him. And I've said to you calmly, I'm not getting involved.
Conservatives love Trump. Yeah, bro, but Trump is different. Like, what do you not understand? If Trump's son all of a sudden fucking turned on him, right, after this many years, if Donald Trump Jr., who is now a famous person within the conservative circuit, turned on him and was like, I'm spilling the fucking tea, you think that's not going to impact Donald Trump? Are you out of your fucking mind? And Donald Trump is infinitely more popular within the conservative movement than Herschel Walker was, because Herschel Walker has no skin in the game. He just came out of fucking nowhere. He was just a famous person who was a Georgia Bulldog, so they were like, all right, let's put him there. He's friends with Donald Trump. Let's have him run against Raphael Warnock. He's black, Herschel's black. That's like what the Republican operatives were thinking. And they ran a horrible fucking person regardless, even before this, which is precisely why he was already trailing behind. Can we please downplay his UGA history? No, man. Once a bulldog, he's a bulldog for life. Okay, yes, Don Jr. is famous. Come on. He's significantly more famous than Christian Walker is. But ultimately, they are both conservative, like, e-celebs, okay?
You don't know my family life. I did one event last year when we were told he was going to get ahead of his past and hold himself accountable. None of that happened. Everything's been a lie. So for me to tell you I'm not getting involved, and then you also be flooding my DMs and calling me saying, I didn't know all this about your dad, we're going to lose the Senate race. And then when I simply say, I'm done with the lies, you go, well, Christian looks suspicious. Excuse me? I haven't told one story about what I experienced with him. I'm just simply saying, don't lie. And then for certain political pundits to be pulling up old pictures I posted of my dad, thinking they can police and determine what my relationship with my dad was. If you want to pull stuff up, I'll pull stuff up. Don't try me. Don't test my authenticity. All of this has been a lie and you've known it. You've known. So don't you dare. And then to the left, who says, well, he did all this to your mom and you were still with them and, you know, that's weird. You know nothing about my life. My parents went through a dirty divorce. I went through a lot as a child and you don't know anything. You don't know the ebbs and flows of our relationship. Nobody knows anything. So for everyone making these wild theories and whatever, that's crazy. This is about a bunch of lies. Again, I could, if I had an issue with whatever, I could have ended this day. That's not my intention. My intention is don't lie about your life.
And now they're coming after him. Look, the blame game has begun. This is a deeply disturbed kid who has, with obvious issues of his own, said a GOP official close to Walker. He's a spoiled brat and is solely to blame if Herschel loses the race. Yeah, of course a GOP official close to Walker would say that because the real people responsible for this are the GOP officials that prop the man who doesn't know what the fuck's going on 95% of the time to a race that could have been otherwise winnable. Christian Walker's not the only reason why he was already, not doing great, not performing well against Warnock in the polls. Y'all put the walking representation of CTE up there and you thought, well, he's from Georgia. They like him there. You know, it'll be fun. He's black. So is Raphael Warnock. You know, we'll own it. Nah, he has to answer why he was campaigning with him. He already did. He already said it. He thought, like, I think he's more upset that Herschel Walker is like, first of all, let me just stop myself real quick. Let me just describe to you something, okay? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. What do you mean he has to answer for it? Suck my dick. What do you mean he has to answer for it? He's already tanking a political fucking candidate and you're like, you're being the most annoying leftist possible. What do you mean he has to answer for it? He doesn't have to answer anything. Why? Dude, y'all are so fucking lame. I swear to God. Some people on the left cannot fucking stop themselves. They're like, nope, it doesn't matter. A good thing? I am going to make sure that it's bad. Just take the fucking W and move on, you fucking idiot. What's wrong with you? Jesus Christ. Holy shit, Christian was right. Leftists are saying that. Yeah, I see that. I see like unironic people in my chat saying this. Yikes. He campaigned with him one time, as he mentioned. He campaigned with his dad one time because he thought that it wasn't going to come out. Like all this stuff wasn't going to come out. And I think probably watching him openly fucking lie about his mom, who he abused, as far as we know. It was like too far. I don't think this is a W. Most likely won't have an impact on the dumbass, masochistic Georgian Republican electorate. No. You're crazy. If this wasn't a close race, then yes. But it already is a close race with Herschel Walker trailing behind Warnock. That is precisely the reason why. That is precisely the reason why he's fucking pissed. Or that is why it's impactful. Why are we doing this ahead of the midterms? We are not interested, and you should work it out privately. It's time to unite and vote. Maybe because it won't change for you if we don't win in November. You'll still be shopping at Gucci, right? Real folk are struggling. Wait, Anna Braga says this. Oh, my favorite type of people. This doesn't add up. I can feel nothing but sadness for the young man. Something happened or somebody hijacked his account, but I will still vote for Herschel and for the fact that he still loves his son and stands by him. Exactly. Something not right here. I really hope someone didn't make money to say these things. This is personal stuff, and Christian is very dramatic as always, but it's smart enough to know not to do this on a public forum. Soros? Plenty of Republicans are still going to vote for Walker. You guys are fucking crazy if you think that that's not the case. This is not about that. This is about whether or not it's impactful enough to fucking tank his already flailing campaigning.